Can ugly anarchists NEET any... look, I'm going to start again because that was terrible. Okay, from now. Can ugly anarchist NEETs date? NEET here means not in education, employment or training. Is it possible to be of interest to someone or have a connection when you have nothing good going on for you in your life, plus have niche political, philosophical and reading interests? I understand no one is entitled to dates and no one should have to suffer a boring and unappealing scrub.
You're so full of shit, mate.
And that was a very cute phrase. Scrub.
I mean, sure, but like...
I like it.
I just don't believe that person is... I mean, someone that can formulate the question so nicely and be so self-aware of their own, whatever, shortcomings, even if they're dads. I think you're probably absolutely fine. I think you're completely downgrading yourself. And also, my God, I'm gonna make a guess and say that you're probably working class, or you're like definitely not posh, because like the amount of people that I know that are not in education, employment or training, but they somehow manage to like project that into a full-fledged like, oh, I'm just I'm just saving the world now or anything,
Wait, is that me?
No,
I'm not in educational employment or training.
But you are.
I don't get paid.
No, but that is still a job, and also you're training and also applying for PhD and all of that stuff. No, I imagine this is someone who really, really thinks that like they don't have much going on or something. I mean, so yeah, the amount of poshos you see all the time that literally basically go from a party to a party or something and do fuck all, and but they somehow manage to project that or like convert that into a lifestyle.
You think this is one of them?
Meaningful. No, I think it's the opposite.
Okay, good. That's what I was going to say. Okay,
like, I'm going to make a guess and say that you're like definitely not posh because you're so angry with yourself that you're not in those things. Like as good anarchos will probably be like, hey, mate, fuck the system. Like you don't have to be in those things. I mean, obviously, though ourselves, we also have like big like material anxieties, and do you think I want to do the stuff that I do, like, the employment or even the hustling or Twitter stuff? Like most of the time, not really. It's just like that will be the only way to earn some money and that. So first of all, I would really, I don't know, I'm sure you have, like, even if these passions are, like, I don't know, video games or whatnot, there's so much to do with that.
Also, you literally said that you have, like, niche, like, political and philosophical interest, which makes me think you actually have something quite precise and specific to share with someone. And a niche is a niche, not because it's one person, but because it's several people. Like, I don't know what the niche is, but if it's like, I don't know, anarchist philosophy, there's a group for that.
Oof,
if it's
I will definitely, mate, if I know someone and someone will just tell me a load of things on that topic, I'll be amazed. Yeah, we're meeting again.
That's the thing, like, you clearly are well read and, like, have interests, so you're not, like, and you say you're boring and unappealing, but you've also said you have these interests. Like, boring to who? Boring to, like, a Wall Street normie? Maybe, but, who wants them anyway, apart from Miriam? So, you're definitely downplaying yourself?
100%. So, I think, if anything, that is the issue that was probably not getting you the hookups or whatnot, or the relationships, is like you clearly just have confidence issues. And I mean, again, we suffer from that, and we definitely addressed it in previous episodes, the way that we would advise for someone to take those first steps towards ditching that whole bullshit, because sadly, and I know that's a bit of a critique that we have actually received. Well, it wasn't really a critique, but being like, hey, they're kind of only describing a certain particular way of dating, or being masculine or whatnot, which does involve confidence or something. But I suppose our particular experience has found that if someone is really not confident, that we have to do a lot of the work to make them feel that. And after a certain while, it does become a bit boring.
It becomes hard work trying to keep someone's confidence up all the time, unfortunately. And, like, maybe we're just, like, lazy assholes, but... but that's the thing. Like, you say you, like, self-describe as ugly and boring and unappealing. Like, a lot of those things can be fixed by, like, posture, aesthetic. Like, I'm not... Like, if you're, like, fucking... I don't know, the ugliest man in the world, I'm assuming you're male, you didn't say.
Yeah.
Then, like, sure, that's going to make it harder. It's not going to make it impossible. Ugly people date all the time. I'm constantly looking on the street and being like, wow, really? But yeah, like...
No, but it's a thing. Aesthetics are a thing. Like, look,
and people have tastes. Like, some people like totally different types of people. And I know that sounds like I'm your mum being like, you'll find the right girl. But you will?
Yeah.
Like...
yeah, again, like where I work and my day job, I see tens of thousands of people every day, and really, again, lots of couples, lots of families, and that, and yeah, you see people of all stripes, really in incredible relationships and that, and there was definitely hope for that, but. Again, perhaps you would want to look into some of our previous episodes in terms of like how to get the second or third date, you know, even the first one, you know. So there, even if you want to just start with online dating, there are so many little tips. Honestly, if you would just put in your bio, I'm into like political philosophy, I'd be like, yes, mate.
Yeah, and like small stuff like personal hygiene, like be clean, smell good, wear jeans that fit.
Woolly
jumpers, and then, you know,
no, but that's
like
just us. Doesn't have to be that.
But the clean and clothes that fit thing is kind of a good thing. Yeah. Like, everyone likes clean people.
Well, you see, again, I've run out way too many questions.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a snob. If you're a crusty punk, then you have a different set of rules to follow that I cannot relate to.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And again, we have to stress this. We also have very different tastes. You know, when we say, I think, look, if we go basics, our personal hygiene and fit the clothes, like that's pretty much all we have in common. Yeah, everything else
beyond that,
what hair, everything. That's very, very different.
Yeah. But like, yeah, boring and unappealing, but you clearly have these interesting interests.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there is a way of talking about your interests that doesn't make you come off like a mansplainer. Like, again, I'm assuming you're a dude. I'm sorry, you didn't put it in your answer, and so if we've got that wrong, apologies. But, like, I love being told things I don't know. Like, I love someone telling me stuff. I don't love it if they're a smug cunt about it. But I do love it if I'm like, actually, I don't know about this, let me know. And they, like, engage about it and tell me something new. I remember that person.
Yeah, and mate, like, you found this somehow, meaning you're in, like, leftist circles, meaning you probably have read a lot on the news. Yeah, I'm a huge politics.
He said he's an anarchist, I think, innit?
Like, I don't know what you're saying then. And the whole, like, education, employment, or training, like, these are, and this is probably the most anarcho, but, like, this is nothing. Honestly, these are not important.
That is literally not on my criteria of dating someone at all. I feel like it's the sort of
term that Daily Mail would come up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I cannot think of a single friend I have who is in full-time work.
I mean, I can.
Oh, okay, one person. I can think of one person. But apart from that one person...
No, I know more than one.
Really?
Oh, come on. Yes. We don't have to...
Okay, but the point is, in the anarcho scene, and I'm assuming you're in the anarcho scene, and if you're not, then maybe that's a good place to start. If you're an anarchist who isn't in the anarchist scene, then join the anarchist scene, because plenty, in terms of like having insecurities about being neat, plenty of people are not in education, employment, or training.
Yeah, and yet we won't necessarily... we wouldn't necessarily recommend the love. No, but I wouldn't recommend... They have their own kinks. So but also, I wouldn't say that, like, for me, having a full-time job is in the plus column of me finding someone desirable. Sure. Like, that's not what I look for. No, sure. Like, I'm more interested in, I guess, what kind of, like, activism they're doing. I thought you were going to say how good they're in bed. Oh, right, I see that. That was a misleading... By the way, segueing to the fact, if you're good in bed, mate, that's it. And if you're not, it's all learnable. It's fucking learnable. Yeah. And girls talk, man. You will be known as the good one. Yeah. You will be in the legends about that. Yeah, if you give us lots of money in our coffee thing, we'll tell people. That was a joke. That was a joke. Okay, you can tell we're one thing in. I will be so. No, but yeah. Being a NEET, if you're like in an anarcho scene, not a fucking issue. Yeah, but it also seems you're really self-aware. However, I will say that perhaps you do want to have that certain structure, because like I have found whenever I was, unemployed or even on the dole, those periods of my life, I was really depressed and really sad and fucking hated it. Yeah, me too. And so again, even if you're in depressive sort of spot in your life, might be because of that, because you just don't have something to get up for in the morning, and that can be definitely self-destructive. Not necessarily to be all like, oh, you have to have like a job for that. But you have to have a purpose, right? Like I don't have a job per se now, but I have a purpose, and that's good for me. So yeah, but yeah, if you're thinking about what a future partner wants, that shouldn't really put people off. No, I wouldn't think. No. Yeah, but definitely, you have your passion, and also gain some confidence. If that means getting involved in employment, education, or training, then so be it. I guess you have to.
Or get a project, get an activist thing, get a demo that you do, organise an event. Like, there's so many ways of doing stuff and engaging and meeting people.
It's kind of actually more than ever now. London is really, really like just bursting with lots of. Well, that's London. I'm sorry. Maybe.
Oh yeah, true.
Being super London central.
But maybe it's still true of other places. It'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, I felt really, really proud today being like, it's 8 p.m. GMT, as in people
that is true though.
We also watching.
Hello, any international fans? Let us know if you're watching from somewhere not London.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.